Hey guys, Trevor here with E-commerce Paradise, and today's Dropship Daily is all about conversions and email marketing. Yes, I know it's a big topic, and I really hope to simplify it right now. So my goal is to do that. Now, I did get this idea from a post in my group that I made, and a guy named Keith Ritchie responded and told me what he wanted. So I would like you guys to go into the Facebook group, if you haven't already, and add a post to the discussion board there as to what you want more from this video group, or just comment below in the videos, or if you're listening on the podcast, definitely get in that Facebook group. So I highly recommend, first and foremost with conversion rate optimization email marketing, is that you look at your website and then you go and look at your emails. If your website doesn't have any kind of pop-up or call to action to sign up for an email list, then you're not going to get any emails on a list in the first place to email market to. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to get into some ways you can optimize your website for conversions first. Then I'm going to get into ways you can create cool pop-ups, and then I'm going to get into some really great email campaigns. I'm not going to go into depth on anything on this video. It's just an overview. You guys can sort of imagine in your minds what it would be like to actually go into depth on these things, and I'll probably be making in-depth tutorials, of course, for my members-only online courses. So let's get into the overview. So the first thing that you should definitely do is put some sort of a countdown timer on your product page. Countdown timers are really cool, and they get people to want to take action now. Don't look at it from a marketer's perspective. Look at it from a customer's perspective who's looking to buy something. If there's a countdown timer, it's just more likely that they're going to be persuaded to make that decision now. Now, when you mix that countdown timer with a expiring coupon code that says it's going to expire soon, then that's actually going to boost the perceived urgency of the issue. So definitely do that. All right, the next thing is to say that there's only a little bit remaining in stock. So that's really good too. Have some sort of a thing that says there's only a certain amount left, or that there's a quantity remaining that's only a certain amount. That's really good because it shows scarcity, and people are more driven to buy something when there's scarcity. All right, the next thing is to have a shipping time estimator on your product page. Shipping time is really important. You want to tell people when they're going to get their product, when it's going to be delivered, so have that on your product page. All right, and then, like I was saying, email pop-ups are really important, okay? Email pop-ups are going to get your leads, and the only thing is that you have to be careful. Don't put a pop-up that shows up immediately. You should probably wait at least 10-15 seconds before you show a pop-up, because if someone just landed on your website and they get a pop-up immediately, there's a possibility that they'll bounce, right? So there's three types of pop-ups I recommend having. The immediate pop-up, which is that 15, 20, 30-second pop-up, and that's going to ask them to get on their email list for your newsletter and for special updates and stuff like that. Maybe even offer a coupon code at that point, right? And then you want to have a promotions pop-up, something that pops up while they are scrolling the page. It's going to pop up maybe 50% down the page. And there's some really good apps that offer this wheel thing that you can do, this like Wheel of Fortune. One's called Wheelio, and Privy even offers one now, and Sumo offers one. So I recommend setting something like that up. And then have an exit intent pop-up. Exit intent is when someone scrolls their mouse to the top of the window of your screen, and definitely set that up and say, wait, before you leave, get your free gift or get your discount or whatever like that. So that's three different potentials. And then you should definitely take the embed code for that email list in Klaviyo that you created and embed it into different parts of your website. I recommend embedding it somewhere on your homepage, in your footer of your website, so it's on every page, and then into the sidebar of your blogs. That's a really good place to put it. Okay. So with that said, let's move on here. Something that is cool that is shown on eBay and also in the Shoptimize theme. And if you haven't heard of the Shoptimize theme, link below in the description, check out the Shoptimize theme. But they have this thing called the last 24 hours, how many sold in the last 24 hours. And that's really cool because it's more social proof, and that's something you can put in your product page. You can probably just hard code it in, but having it change all the time is actually kind of cool. And then definitely integrate your website with marketing tools like Google Analytics and the Facebook Pixel and Google Search Console. All these things are going to help you to understand your target market more and to help you get your content into the search engines and stuff like that. So if you haven't been integrating your website and looking at Google Analytics and Facebook Pixel to understand your audience better, do that, because it's going to shape and develop your marketing messages. And the better your marketing messages are geared towards your target market, the better they will convert, okay? So just keep that in mind. All right, the next thing is risk reversal. Risk reversal is really cool. A low price guarantee or a satisfaction guarantee of some sort is going to help you close sales. People want to know that your website's the best website to buy from, and that they're not going to have buyer's remorse later on by looking around the web and finding a better deal somewhere else. So have some sort of a low price guarantee on your website. All right, the next thing is having a really good value proposition. This should be all over your website, on your home page, on your about page, on your contact page, and your product page, cart page. All that stuff should have your value proposition on it. It should include things like free shipping, if you do free shipping. It should include your satisfaction guarantee, your low price guarantee. It should include fast shipping. It should include easy returns. It should have a secure ordering part to it. And there should be more. So anything you can come up with in your niche, like, oh yeah, and by the way, no sales tax is also a great one if you want to do that. Anything you can come up with to add to your value proposition adds to that value stack of your business's value, right? And so people are going to want to buy from you more. All right, the next thing is creating some sort of an about us video or why buy from us video. That kind of thing is really good to build long-term trust in your business. People will see that and they'll think, okay, you're a professional organization. You have an about us video, a why buy from us video. Now I understand a little bit more about how your business works. That's going to help me make this decision, right? The other thing is making a customer testimonial video. If you have customers already, email them or call them and ask them to film a short 30-second video about their experience. That would be really cool. And then that way you can get all these customer testimonials and make a little compilation video with all these testimonials in them. So that's a great way to do it too. And putting those in your about page, put them on your home page, places where people are going to see them, make blog posts, put them in social media, all that stuff. All right, and the next thing is if you have a larger product selection, have some sort of a mega menu. It's easier for people to search through mega menus that have, especially if you have like broad categories, subcategories, and subcategories, like product categories under that. I don't recommend starting this way because it's very difficult to scale when you're starting with a broad store. Start with a very specific niche store that there's like one subcategory and maybe multiple product categories under that, or maybe just one product category and multiple subcategories even of that. The narrower your niche, the faster you can launch in the beginning, right? And you can always scale beyond that niche. It's just that you have to start with one niche. You can call yourself something similar to that niche, sure, but you can always scale beyond it later on, right? Into like similar sub-niches within the same store, but start with that one narrow niche, okay? But that said, a mega menu is great once you get to that point of scaling. So it just makes it easier for customers to search through your website. All right, and then in the header area of your website, you need to have some really key things in there. You gotta have your phone number, you gotta have your operating hours. Those are really key things, especially with high ticket dropshipping. You gotta have your logo, and you gotta have like a tagline of some sort. You gotta have a search box, and you gotta have links to your about page, your shipping returns page, price match policy, FAQs, and your contact page, and of course your cart. That all should be in the header of your website. And you should also have some sort of a promotional thing as well. All right, and then what I really recommend doing is having some sort of a social proof pop-up. Social proof pop-ups are really cool because they allow the customer to see who's buying products on your website. And if people are buying on your website, it makes it feel more like they're in a real store and there's people checking out at the checkout stand while they're in there. It's more exciting. It's kind of like, it's like being at a store where the line is going out the door. It's just more exciting. When other people are doing stuff, you want to do it too. So getting that kind of a thing going on your website is really important. All right, and then this is really cool. It's actually very unique, and it's in the Shoptimize theme that I talked about earlier, link in the description below, but they have this thing called the live traffic count, where you can put on your product page how many visitors are on your page right now. And I'll be totally honest, this is completely fake. There's not that many visitors on your page, and if there were, you could probably put like a real thing in there, but this theme has that built into it. So if you want to optimize for conversions, then you can put that on your website, and the Shoptimize theme provides that, so it's really cool. It'll say anything you want. It'll say 20 visitors, 5 visitors, 100 visitors, 500 visitors. It's whatever you set it to. All right, and then the next thing is it helps with conversions, but it also helps raise the amount of conversions you get per sale. Your average order value is to have some sort of an upsell pop-up. Upsell pop-ups are really cool because when you buy a product that has multiple accessories that can go with it, or even service plans, you can have a pop-up that says, would you like this? And Amazon is known for doing this with a lot of their electronics. They have service plans, extended warranties, and stuff like that, and it pops up and asks you if you want that before you go to checkout. And usually it's like $20 or $30, and when you get that, they make a commission, and you get your service plan. All right, the next thing is to have some sort of urgency on your cart page. I do this, and it's important. You gotta tell the customer that, again, there's this coupon code. It's going to expire, and now that you're on the cart page, it's gonna expire in like 10 minutes. So, use it now or it's gone. So tell people that. It does help push people through the sales funnel. All right, and then using some sort of product badging is really cool. Making your products on sale is also a great idea. Don't just put them at a price, but put a compare at price if you're using Shopify to that product so that it looks like it's on sale. You're getting a discount already. If it's $100, $200, whatever, maybe 20, 30%, 50%, 70%, it just depends on what you feel comfortable with setting and what your suppliers are okay with. But definitely have products on sale and have the ones that are the best sellers say bestseller on them. There's certain badging apps you can use with Shopify to do this, and it's built into the Shoptimize theme as well. All right, guys. Well, that's it pretty much for the website optimization stuff. And I talked about how to do pop-ups. So now I'm going to get into the email marketing thing. So once you do the pop-ups on your website, it's really important to get some really good email autoresponders in there so that people will get the emails in their inboxes soon after they're on your website and they put their information in as a lead, and then they'll get followed up with automatically every single day, right? You'll follow up with new leads. So there's a few different sales funnels I like, and I'm going to tell you about those right now. So the first one is creating that lead magnet for your cold traffic, right? And that's what I was talking about. If someone comes from like a Google Shopping ad or a Facebook ad, whatever, as cold traffic, someone who is maybe doing a search query into Google but hasn't seen your website before, that kind of thing. Or even maybe if they have seen your website before and they're searching again, so they're a little warmed up, but usually it's cold traffic. So this kind of a thing is important. You got to give them something for free, so it's a discount or a free gift, maybe some sort of a guide or something like that, right? And you have a pop-up and you offer that. You could also have a squeeze page where you send people to from content or from an email or from an ad or something like that. Anyway, at any point you're going to get that lead in exchange for that, and so you should have this email series for that particular lead. And you got to start out by warming them up and introducing yourself and your business, and then you start by giving them something for free, and then you start by reminding them of that thing you gave for free and asking them what they thought about it, right? And then, of course, you got to ask them, hey, what's going on? How can I help you further? Because if you're an e-commerce business, then you're definitely looking to try to close some sort of a sale with them. So warm them up, give them something for free, and then ask them for the sale. What is it you're looking for? How can I help you achieve the goals or solve the problem that you're trying to solve, right? All right, and then once that's done and they have taken action, they should become a customer at that point. Then you can send them an email that sends them to either upgrading their purchase to a more expensive model or adding on a bunch of accessories to their purchase, right? It's an Ascension email series. So definitely just ask them, hey, this goes really good with that. Would you like to add this to your order? You can do it in the next 24 hours. Maybe even offer a bundle for a discount. There's all sorts of different ways to do upsells and cross-sells, and the emails really do help do that. And by the way, even if you don't have access to upsells or cross-sells, or you don't want to, you can use things like the Amazon affiliate program, and you can get commissions that way too. I've done that in the past. So that's up to you. I actually highly recommend doing the upsells and cross-sells because usually the profit margins are much higher on those. They can be like 20, 30% on a normal product, or they can be up to 50% or more on cross-sells just because they're lower priced. All right, the next funnel is for people that don't convert from that. And you have to understand that these people, they've been warmed up, they've been pitched to, and now that they haven't made a purchase, you kind of have to revamp the relationship and understand more deeper what they're in there for. Why did they search out your website in the first place? What was the purpose of being there? Because when you're in the sales process and after you do the close and you still get objections, you have to kind of go back to the beginning almost and see, what was the original problem they're trying to solve. And if you can re-identify that original problem with them and come up with a better solution for that, maybe that one solution you offered wasn't the right solution. So come up with a better solution for that, then you are more likely to make that sale, right? Of course. So the best way to do this is send them more content relevant to their initial needs, right? So if your website is about kitchen remodeling, for instance, make a complete guide on kitchen remodeling, all these different things you can do, cabinetry, kitchen islands, kitchen sinks and faucets, tiling, whatever it is, make a whole complete guide with tons of ideas for kitchen remodeling, right? And then you can offer them the kitchen island, you can offer them the cabinetry, you can offer them the sinks and faucets, range hoods, and whatever else appliances that you might have for sale on your website. So a full guide is really good at that point, because not only is it going to re-engage them, it's also going to make them feel like they just got something for free of value, right? And that's the best way to make friends, is to give them something for free, especially after you try to pitch them and they didn't want to buy from you. So that hopefully will bring them back in. You just have to create a simple squeeze page, and then you can send them to that squeeze page to re-sign up for that list. And once they sign up for the list for that lead generator, then you know that they're interested again, and you can re-engage with them some more, right? So then you start by reintroducing yourself, reminding them about who you are and your unique value proposition that we talked about earlier, right? And then continuing to say, hey, I hope you enjoyed that resource that we gave you. Let me know if you have any ideas or need any problems, and then ask them like, hey, what's your number one problem, or bottleneck when it comes to creating this kind of stuff? Are you having trouble? Are you having trouble understanding what you want to do? Are you having trouble finding somebody who can do it for you? Are you having trouble understanding the different designs concepts? Or maybe you're a business owner and you're trying to design something for somebody else and you don't know what they want, and you just need more time. Well, let us know so we can properly segment you. That should be that email, right? And you can even create automations from there. If you want to create a link that creates a tag to that email subscriber and it puts them on this list as opposed to that list, you can do that within Klaviyo. You can do that within other email service providers. Okay, and then the next one should be more about pitching, right? You want to say, hey, let's build the excitement right now. Let's build this interest up and this desire up for this product that we have to sell for you, because you know that you're interested in that category now. Okay, you've shown that you have interest. You've clicked a link that shows you have interest. So I'm going to try to get you more excited about it. Here's some pictures, some videos, and stuff like that. And also this is more about us and how we can help in the whole situation, connect you with the products and services that you need, right? Because that's your job. All right, and then after that, you can start sending them some offers. And offers should be special, they should be limited time, right? And they should be very unique to your business and your brand. So definitely talk about your offer more and really drive the point home that you're not going to find this anywhere else, that it's only available at your website. And that's that. So hopefully by that point they've gone back to your website, right? And now they're searching through your website, they've added a product and to their cart, and they're almost ready to buy, and then for some reason they still don't buy. Well, the next list to make is your abandoned cart email sequence. So the abandoned cart email is of course when somebody adds to cart, adds to checkout, they actually add their email information and their address, and they click to the next step. That becomes an abandoned cart when they go to that shipping settings page in Shopify. So once they have their information, you should have a long sequence that follows up with them for at least 1 or 2 weeks long. So it goes a little bit like this. There's an instant reminder of their cart in case they just, they were on their mobile phone shopping and they, forgot or whatever. And okay, yeah, let me buy that right now. I need it, That's really good for people that are going to buy anyways. You don't need to sell to them, just a reminder. And then there should be another reminder email 6 hours later. Some people, it takes a while for them to get home. Maybe they were shopping on the way to work and they can't buy it at work. So when they get home, they'll see the email again. And since it's 6 hours later, it'll be at the top of the email inbox instead of the bottom. So definitely set that up. And then some sort of a welcome email and, how can we help within 24 hours? Because if they didn't need to buy, then they were just thinking about it lightly. Well, maybe they aren't at that bottom of the sales funnel. Maybe it's still somewhere in the middle where they're not completely decided yet. So you need to ask them if they need more help, okay? And then, of course, sending that buyer's guide again with the helpful content to sort of build that relationship and make them know, like, and trust you some more, and consume more content and engage with your website some more. And then sending them some sort of a discount offer, okay? Those discount offers are really key, and you have to make them time sensitive, urgent, and scarce, okay? And they're gonna disappear fast and all that stuff. And then send another reminder of that, a day later, and then hopefully by that point, they're making that purchase, and you can follow up with them. You can mix up discount offers with helpful content emails throughout your abandoned cart series, so maybe like a helpful content email plus like a discount offer and a reminder, and then another helpful content email, that kind of thing. But generally the rule is with email marketing to send more helpful content than to sell more selling content, because the more helpful your content is, the more likely they'll remember that your content is cool when they get it, and they're more likely to open that email, right? And the last thing, guys, I want to talk to you about is creating really good subject lines, because your emails are going to disappear from the email inbox if they have really spammy subject lines like flash sale today only. So definitely put more like friendly and inviting email lines like, hey, did you know this? Or, hi, I wanted to give you this, thing, or hey, I've got this really cool thing. Hey, I saw this today. You might be interested, just friendly stuff that you might let your friend or neighbor know about, because really and truly you want to treat people like they're your friend or neighbor or family member, okay? So that's it, guys, and I've pretty much gone over all the email series that are important. Again, I'm not going to go too into depth onto the actual series templates yet. That's going to be in the paid course, and definitely check that out at academy.ecommerceparadise.com. And if you want to see the theme that I'm using for my websites now that has all that cool conversion optimization functionality built into it, go to ecommerceparadise.com/shoptimized. Link is in the description below to that, so it's easy for you. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for watching and listening. Again, this is the Dropship Daily by eCommerce Paradise. My name is Trevor James, and make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share this with all your friends so that I can get this info out there and help more people become successful with internet marketing, become financially free, location independent, live the life of their dreams. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you out there.